My first open mic ever was at Max Bloom's Cafe Noir in Fullerton. It's a great spot. It's been going for a number of years. My very first time doing comedy ever was an audition for Last Comic Standing, and I made it all the way from the audition to the semifinals with no jokes whatsoever, none. I had no premises, no setups, no punchlines, no nothing. I just went up there, straight personality and my loud mouth.
My first open mic was actually at Ace's Comedy Club. I think we had a crowd of like 50. So it was a pretty decent crowd for an open mic.
There was an open mic called the Improv Space. This is in Westwood. It was 10 people. Yeah, so 10 more than should have been there. It was 10 people that heard me do that terrible comedy.
My first open mic was in Whittier, but it was called what was it called? The Wing Fix. No crowd, just the comics and their buddies.
I actually put on Facebook. I was like, well, maybe I'll put it out there. I'm doing this open mic and see what happens. And I did, and I had probably 5-6 friends show up, and they were supportive. I go back and look at the footage, and I cringe as a comic. I'm like, oh, why did I do that?
I did 5 minutes of material, and it was, it's funny. It wasn't even jokes. It was like it was just stuff I had seen. I remember one of my first bits was I was walking into a room that's full of sad people. And I just kept saying I didn't like it. I kept making fun of people for being sad. I was like, what am I? It wasn't even a joke. It was a terrible, awful bit. You'll never hear it.
I was still working on my material. Nothing hit. I got the light early, to say the least. I remember I was trying to do this joke about Vin Scully. He'll be in games and he'll seamlessly segue into something like, folks, funny thing about Andre Ethier is that he likes waffles. And you're like, wait, are you listening to your grandpa now? Or are you just watching some old guy? Or you're like, what's going on? After that, I learned that open mics aren't the place to shine. Open mics are nothing else, it's what comics advertise. It's a workout.
It's actually almost the same thing, performing at an audition and performing in front of open mic in front of comedians, because the same thing. People who you're auditioning for, they already know what they're looking for, and they know, premise, setup, punchline. They know how a joke is structured. They know how to listen. And comedians are the same way. So they're all looking at you stone faced like, that's not funny.
But it was still a really good first experience for sure. As soon as I got off stage, I was like, where can I do more of this?
I had that rush, man. I had that feeling of this is really cool. This is exciting, and it was awesome. It was adrenaline. I was pumping. I was excited. I was my palms were sweaty. I'm like, I got to do this again.
Would I do it again? Absolutely, absolutely. No question. Being a comedian is for me, it's like air. I need it to live. If you don't feel like you will die if you don't do stand-up, then don't do stand-up.
A friend of mine said, why not try stand-up? And I did it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.